Step 1 is a harsh reality check.
The first and most important step to getting unstuck is to understand that the old version of you doesn't exist anymore.
You have to be brutally honest about who you are right now,
unless you choose to stay stuck.
and what you desperately want to change.
You have to cut off the person that you are right now.
You see, when you look at your life and you're really honest, you can start to understand what you don't like. And
to become the person that you want to be.
instead of just pretending like you love your life and making it seem so pretty on Instagram and TikTok, what I recommend you do is take a step back
So how do you actually do this?
and make a list with these 3 columns.
You see, I love to look up the derivation of words.
Now, column 1 can be a little bit challenging.
And the derivation of the word decision is to cut off.
Because when you really take a hard look at your life, how many things do you love about your life that you don't want to necessarily improve?
Which means you're no longer the person that you were yesterday if you have made a decision to change.
To be honest with you, when I think about the things that I love in my life, it actually required me to move on to column 2 in order to recognize that at one point, these items that I now like today actually used to suck.
That person doesn't exist.
So column 2 is what sucks about your life.
Imagine if your car got stolen. The next day, you couldn't wake up, be able to use your old vehicle in order to get to where you're trying to go. You'd have to come up with some different solution.
Now, this can be a whole variety of things, and feel free to not hold back.
You'd have to take a bike, you'd have to Uber, maybe you're walking. You no longer have your car as your option to travel.
When you're really honestly auditing your life, it's okay to say, hey, I don't really love how my family treats me. I don't love the friends that I have. I want to have cooler friends who are doing more interesting things, who are supporting me. I'm not happy with the amount of money that I make. I don't like the way that my body looks. It's terrifying that summer's coming up and I'm not excited to be in a swimsuit. Whatever it is that you don't like about yourself, just be honest and put that in column 2.
Now think about this as a decision for you to change your life.
Column 3 is about an audit of your life should produce the exact things that you want to be different about your life.
If you're going to become a person who works out every single day, or a person who is a badass at sales, or somebody who reads books and is very well read and articulate, all of a sudden, if you decide to be that person, you are no longer the person that doesn't do those things.
What's working now? What's not working now? And what do I want to specifically change?
That person doesn't exist any longer.
If you're not specific about what you want to change in your life, it's going to be hard to change those things.
So you have to start making decisions as if you are that new person, because guess what? You are.
Because you don't know. You're just going to stay doing what you're doing. You're going to be disappointed. Avoid the broad, overwhelming goals.
All because you made the decision.
And zoom in onto what truly needs to shift over the next 90 days.
Now, once you've made the decision, let's make your environment easier.
Get super clear on your vision.
So if you know that you doom scroll on TikTok, set a policy. Make it so that moving forward, you have your screen time locked on your phone.
And decide who you want to be known as in 9 days from now.
You cannot scroll on TikTok for longer than 5 minutes.
What's so cool about this is you can literally change every single thing about your life in 90 days.
When you make subtle changes like this to actually change your environment, you're doubling down on the decision for you not to be the old version of yourself.
You do not have to be the same person. And to be honest with you, remembering that is part of what makes this so much fun and actually easy.
So your environment matters, and the choices that you need to make in order to get there really matter. And guess what? They can be small little tweaks.
Next up is step number 2, which is that you cannot upgrade your life if you are still carrying around with you all of your old baggage.
Being a whole different version of you doesn't mean that everything in your life changes.
You have to become a purger.
But the things that matter that you need to make progress on have to happen today.
Declutter your life.
And that decision has to be now.
Declutter your actions and the current habits that you have.
My second step to getting unstuck is to ruin myself.
When you look at your environment with a fresh set of eyes, it becomes a little eye-opening to see what can change.
With disappointment in me.
The easiest place for you to start as it relates to cleaning up your habits is actually cleaning out your physical spaces.
Disappointment is the wake-up call that you have been avoiding.
Like your kitchen, your pantry, your car, your closet. Get rid of the old things.
Do not listen to all of those nice memes and those fun TikToks that make you feel like you should accept yourself and be okay with yourself the way that you are.
And my challenge for you over this next 90 days is to also get rid of the things that you are doing that you used to use as an avoidance or reason not to handle your physical environment.
If you're disappointed because you know that you have more in you, you know that you could impact more people, you know you have this great potential and instead you're wasting it, be freaking disappointed. You shouldn't feel good about yourself.
So let's say you love to scroll on TikTok. You are a doom scroller, you look at your screen time right now and you find that on average you spend 3 hours a day looking at other people's lives.
Why would you feel good about yourself? You're not living into what is possible for you.
Instead of doing that, you're going to work on your actual environment and you are going to feel so much better about your life.
Once you know that you're unhappy with the way that your life looks, you can make that change.
This rebrand starts with your space.
But don't sugarcoat it. Don't tell yourself lies that you should just love yourself the way that you are and give yourself a big hug. Don't listen to that bullshit.
That brings us to my personal favorite, step 3, which is you gotta upgrade your look.
Be disappointed, accept the disappointment, and take action.
I've rebranded myself countless times.